Hi, grade threes. Today we're going to explore different shapes that have equal perimeters. So, different shapes can have the same perimeter. Each of these shapes has a perimeter of 16 units. Today we are going to do a Jamboard together. What I want us to do is click on the link that I've shared with you in our stream page and also in our classwork to get to the Jamboard. So what we're going to do is draw as many different shapes as we can that have a perimeter of 12 units. When you do this, please make sure that you include a sticky note with your name so I know who has drawn which shapes. So we're going to come back to doing some examples together after the Jamboard. So after you've done your Jamboard, we're going to be looking at doing some questions together. So let's take a look at these four different figures. What I want you to do is figure out which of these two figures have the exact same perimeter. Now, in order to do this question, you're going to have to calculate or find out the perimeter of each shape. So let's take a look at A. So A has a length and a width of 4 units. So we know this is actually a square. So we know that the perimeter is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 units, which is the same as 4 times 4, or 16 units. Let's take a look at B. B has a length of 8 units and a width of 2. So we're going to add up 2 plus 8 plus 2 plus 8 units, which will give us a total of 20 units. Let's look at C now. C has a width of 2 units and a length of 4. So we just add up all 4 sides and we can see that 2 plus 4 is 6, plus another 2 plus 4 is 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12 units. In our last figure, we have a width of 3 units and a length of 5 units. So we add 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5, or 8 plus 8, which is 16 units. So we can see that both A and D have the exact same perimeter. So you could circle these two or put a check mark beside the two that have the same perimeter. That's how you would do this type of question. All right, let's do another example. Suppose I give you this figure up in blue, figure A. Which of the figures below have the same figure or same perimeter as figure A? So what we need to do first is figure out the perimeter of object A. So we have a width of 2 and a length of 4. And I don't know why that just crept up on me, but anyway. So we have a perimeter of 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 4 for figure A, which is 12 units. Now it just jumped ahead. I'm not sure why that happened, but in figure 1, we have a width of 2 and a length of 3. So the perimeter is 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3, which is 10 units. So far, figure 1 does not match the same perimeter as figure A. Let's move on. So if we move on to figure 2 has a width of 2 and a length of 6 units. So we would say the perimeter is 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 6, which is equal to 16 units. Still not the same perimeter as figure A. Let's look at figure 3. Now figure 3, you should notice, is a square. The length and the width are the same. They're both 3 units. So the perimeter is going to be 3 times 4, because there are 4 sides, which is 12, or you could do it the long way and say perimeter is equal to 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. And you should notice that, yay, we finally have a match. So figure 3 has the same perimeter as figure A. Should we stop here? No, we should still figure out if there's another figure that has the same perimeter. So figure 4, I don't want you to get confused on. You need to see that this width is 1 unit. So this is going to be a width of 1 and a length of 1 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the perimeter is going to be equal to 1 plus 8 plus 1 plus 8, which is equal to 18 units. So it turns out figure 4 does not have the same perimeter as figure 8. So we would just check mark or circle figure 3 as being the right answer. Now your work today is to complete pages 76 and 77 in your Unit 4 measurement booklet. Now the first question is actually the question that we did together on our Jamboard. So I kind of helped you out there a little bit. So you've already actually done the work. So that'll be really easy to complete this assignment. So really you're just having to complete page 77 and then take a picture of page 77 and hand it in. I'd like you to take a picture of 76, page 76 anyways, because the Jamboard was a shared Jamboard, and not always does everybody put their name beside the shapes. So that would be wonderful if you could hand in both pages for me to take a look at. Now for the last question, let me see here. It's actually going to be page 77 that we're going to share our answers with. It's draw as many shapes as you can with a perimeter of 10 units. So we're going to talk about that in our next meeting on Tuesday. Thanks, grade 3s.